Okay, hello, welcome to my application video. My name is Derek Darouk and I make videos for YouTube with my lovely wife, Paula. We've been doing it for about, say hello, Paula.
Hi.
We've been doing it for about 4.5 years, and we have a complete passion for motorcycles in every way. I've been a biker since I was 16. I'm 50 years old now, so that is some 34 years. My wife Paula was a pillion on my bike for about 10, 12 years, and she got her own license some 15 years ago, wasn't it?
15 years.
15 years ago, and she rides now beside me on her own Harley, and I ride on mine. So we're in a situation where this has been a life, quite simply. I've had 8 Harley Davidsons, Paula's had 2. I've had 60 motorcycles in all. I worked in the motorcycle trade for 10 years as dealer principal. I'm also a reasonably competent motorcycle mechanic. I'm not a qualified Harley Master Tech. I haven't done the courses and the training, but I have been a mechanic since my father taught me things when I was just a kid. So my passion for motorcycling is everything that I am. And I don't do anything else. I don't have a car, don't transport myself anywhere other than a car. I drive a bus for a living these days, but that is purely to make ends meet. My wife Paula has her own jewellery business, and as a family business, I support that by working in quite a well-paid job as far as that's concerned, where I can get overtime and support us. I would love to work in the motorcycle trade again, but with the recession here in the UK, that isn't as easy as it used to be. Plus, also, while I worked in the motorcycle industry, I rode motorcycles the least during that period. You do tend to, when you work in the bike trade, especially in a sales role, you tend not to ride too much, only to and from work, purely because your every day, all day is bikes. I loved it, I loved every moment of it, and I wouldn't have not done it, but I love having bikes outside of work as my whole social life. And that's where we started off. We make videos for YouTube to express to our fellow viewers and motorcycle riders how to fix, maintain and repair their bikes, how to keep them on the road. So really, as far as what I am, is I like to think of myself as just any biker, just every biker, what bikers ought to be. My father rode bikes, my grandfather rode bikes, and I think that's something that's been with me ever since I was just a young kid. So, and I'll never do anything else. I hear from riders in the comment section of our videos all the time who are in their 70s and 80s, so that's what, 30 or more years away, so I see myself doing it for a long time yet, I really do. And as for Harley Davidsons, well, I don't think there's a motorcycle I've owned that doesn't give you that purity and spiritual feeling and pride of ownership as it does in a Harley, or as I currently have a Triumph, but that's another thing. Why the job? I think I'm suitable for this job purely because I believe that I can project to all audiences. I have viewers on this video channel from 17 years old to 77 years old, I really do. And they send us comments in the comments box. They watch, I may load a video on how to change the back brake pads. Very simple thing. If you'd like to please have a little time to watch a couple of the videos on the channel, do a link to the channel underneath. Just look at the last half a dozen videos that we've done. Just how to change the back brake pads in the Triumph recently. We get hundreds of comments from people, sometimes little 16, 17 year olds just getting their very first small 125cc bike, going through their training and their test, right up to people in the 70s and 80s saying, I'd given up on all this, didn't think I could touch modern bikes, it's actually quite easy, thanks for all that. So we get lots of gratitude, and I can reach a wide audience. So I think that what makes me hopefully the right person for this position is that I reach a wide, broad audience of people, and not just across the age range, but across the social range too. We get people who are just motorcycle club individuals with their back patches and so on. There'll be people that will give you some consideration and respect, right up to CEOs of companies in the US, people in the Far East, people in Japan have contacted us with their little social groups with their mates. So we do have a very broad, wide-ranging respect from all social sides, and I think that's something that's necessary, I really do. Now the dream ride across Europe. Personally, my dream ride would be to take a Harley Davidson through some of the most inhospitable territory known, I really do. And I'm talking more Finland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, really cold, inhospitable countries, not necessarily in the right time of year as well, but to make it clear that Harley Davidson isn't just a little princess pony that you polish and ride on Sundays. It's actually a bike you ride and live with as your only transport, and I mean your only transport. I once bumped into a couple who rode around the world on their Harley Davidson 3 or 4 times, been to 400 countries, haven't they, Paula?
They had. Amazing.
Amazing people, really truly are, and I think that proved to me then, not that I didn't know already, as I was working in the bike trade at the time, that Harley Davidsons are indestructible, they truly are. And something else I would like to show is that in the past I've used the Harley Davidson products, the stuff that is sold to the customer to take care of their bike, the cleaning products and the maintenance and preservation products, and show that in a ride like that, when the bike gets itself in an absolute mess, that those products can be used to take care of it, and that would also hopefully inspire riders to buy into Harley Davidson by not realising it's just a shiny Sunday ride. It's something you can ride anytime, anywhere, and it's completely reliable. There's a lot of old school attitudes that Harleys like Triumphs, for instance, would be unreliable, maybe 35, 40 years ago, but modern vehicles are modern vehicles, and that would be something I'd love to take that opportunity to prove that. Now, why I'm the right candidate for this, I would only say, I hope, I've just got some prompt lines here, you do excuse, I'm just trying to get this as concise and short for you as I can to not bore you with it. I think I've got what it takes to do this. I've been riding all of my life. I can ride thousands of miles in a go without having any problem. I can ride all day long in the rain, it's not a problem. I've got the endurance, I've got the experience. I've done advanced motorcycle riding, I'm a safe rider, and I can project, I believe, hopefully, I can project the right image of a Harley Davidson and the right image of motorcycling today on the wider sense. And I mean by that, there are all kinds of biker out there, and I would like to believe that I'm more that vanilla kind of rider who appeals to all kinds, which I believe you need to be. I'm not just pure into the whole hardcore outlaw thing, and I'm not also into the wearing a high visibility jacket and doing all the advanced riding. I kind of place myself more in between, where I can reach both sides and have friends and social respect from both sides. I'd like to think that anyway. So that's why I think I'm the right person. I hope I am. Paula does agree with me that these young riders need to be brought along. My YouTube channel is my baby. We work hard on this. We spend many hundreds of hours answering people. We act a bit like an agony uncle. People send us questions and that. And the experience and knowledge that I've gained over 34 years of motorcycling, 10 years working in the motorcycle trade as a dealer principal, I believe it's right and proper to use the modern social media to share that. That's what we're doing here. We've moved into another level in the last year or so by taking all of the people on our YouTube channel who commented and said, are you going to be at this event, that event, and then going along and shaking hands, make a friend, that sort of thing. And we've gone on a stage further and we started a motorcycle forum. So we moved into another form. We embraced it, not quite Facebook. I believe that's a little bit too random for what we wanted. So we set up a sealed forum. You can join the forum, become a member of the forum, and then access all kinds of things. We've allowed that to grow. We've got 1,800 members now.
Plus?
1,800
yeah,
plus members.
Yeah.
We have about between 50 and 100 members will come on a meet or a ride out every single month. And our best claim to fame yet is we had a fabulous couple come all the way from the USA, from Michigan. They live in Detroit, they wanted a holiday, they knew what we were up to on the forum, contacted us and said, look, I'm going to come over and see you, we're going to have our vacation there. We roused about, I think 100, wasn't it? 100 members of our collective group, got together and we all had a fabulous ride out along the coast and a great time. And I think social media is responsible for that and nothing else, and I think that's astonishing. I have absolute respect for it, I really do. And I believe that something like this, to be able to stand on this platform that you are offering in this position, for this European ride, to be able to do what I do on that kind of platform would bring motorcycling together, bring bikers together from all walks of life and all around the world. I think so. Thank you very much for watching my application. I'm not going to waffle any longer. Thank you for the opportunity to apply for this. I hope you pick me. I seriously do. I'm going to selfishly say that. If not, then I wish the best to the winner. Thanks very much. Take care.